I learned a long time ago that the universe is always listening, and it listens with such gentleness, such neutrality, such incredible consistency, that what you whisper inside yourself becomes the blueprint of what shows up outside. And darling, I want you to hear this with your heart, not just with your mind. Life is not judging you. Life is responding to you. There is a very big difference. Most of us grew up thinking that something out there is rewarding or punishing us. But the truth is far simpler and far kinder. Life mirrors the thoughts you think, the energy you hold, the stories you repeat, the expectations you carry. And I'm sharing this with you because once you truly understand this, once you feel it in your bones, something begins to shift. The heaviness lifts, the fear loosens, and suddenly you realize you are far more powerful than you ever imagined. You are not at the mercy of life. You are participating in it. When I first discovered this, I remember feeling both excited and terrified. Excited because I finally understood why certain things kept happening repeatedly. Terrified because I realized how many years I had spent rehearsing thoughts that didn't serve me. But then something beautiful happened. I learned that I could choose again. I learned that the universe never closes the door to a new beginning. And that is what I want for you today. To remember that you can begin again right now in this very breath, in this very moment. Every thought you think is a message to life, and life always answers. Always. Not once in a while. Not only for the lucky ones. Not only when the stars align. Always. You see, the law of attraction isn't mysterious, and it isn't complicated. It's simply the way life translates your inner world into your outer world. If you repeatedly say, "Nothing ever works for me," life says yes, and brings you more situations that confirm that belief. If you repeatedly say, "I am supported, I am guided, good things always find me," life lights up the path that leads to that reality. The universe doesn't choose, it reflects. This is why I've always encouraged people to speak with love, think with love, expect with love. Because the more love you give out, the more love life sends back to you in ways you could never design on your own. And I know some people hear this and say, "Louise, are you telling me my suffering is my fault?" Of course not. Absolutely not. Suffering is part of being human. What I'm saying is that you have more power than you've been taught to believe. What I'm saying is that you are not helpless. You are not stuck. You are not small. The very fact that you can think a new thought means you can begin a new chapter. The very fact that you can choose a new story means your future is not chained to your past. And this is why I love affirmations so much. Not because they are magic words, but because they help you repeat the truth until you believe it again. I want you to imagine for a moment that your thoughts are seeds. You plant them, you water them, you nurture them, and in time, they grow. Now, if you plant seeds of fear, worry, doubt, anger, or resentment, you will grow more of those feelings in your life, not because you are bad, but because that is simply how seeds work. But if you plant seeds of trust, joy, possibility, love, and self-worth, those too will grow. And darling, let me tell you something. The garden of your mind is ready for new seeds. It doesn't matter how long the old weeds have been there. It doesn't matter how overgrown things may feel. The moment you decide to plant differently, life begins shifting. One of the most powerful realizations I ever had was that the universe is always saying yes. If you think small, life says yes. If you think big, life says yes. If you think you're unworthy, life says yes. If you think you're deserving, life says yes. Not because the universe wants you to suffer or succeed, but because life mirrors the frequency you offer. So I want you to pause right now, just for a moment, and ask yourself, with honesty, with tenderness, what am I asking life to say yes to? Are you asking it to say yes to fear, to worry, to not feeling enough? Or are you asking it to say yes to abundance, to healing, to trust, to joy, to all the good that is already on its way to you? You may not realize it, but you are manifesting all day long. Not just when you close your eyes and visualize, not just when you say your affirmations, but every moment your mind is thinking and feeling and expecting. You manifest when you wake up. You manifest when you speak. You manifest when you assume. You manifest when you worry. This is why becoming conscious, becoming gentle, becoming aware is the most loving thing you can do for yourself. Manifesting isn't about forcing. It isn't about controlling. It isn't about grabbing at life. It's about aligning, softening, opening, allowing. And you are so capable of that. I remember telling someone once, stop trying to micromanage the universe. You'll only tire yourself out. And it's true. When you demand things happen in one particular way, at one particular time, through one particular path, you limit the magic. You limit the flow. You limit the possibilities. Affirmations work best when you are open to timing, open to unexpected blessings, open to solutions that come from places you could not have imagined. That's why simple affirmations like "everything I need comes to me easily and effortlessly" are so powerful. They don't restrict the universe. They create space for the universe to move. They allow blessings to take the most graceful route. They allow abundance to find you in ways you never predicted. They allow healing to come through the doorway that is ready, not the doorway you demand. And isn't that beautiful? The idea that life has 1,000 ways to help you, but it only needs you to open one window of belief. Let me tell you a little secret. The universe adores you. It really does. Not because you are perfect, but because you are part of life itself. You were born worthy. You were born deserving. You were born with a radiant connection to the unlimited. And when you speak words of love, life responds with more love. When you speak words of trust, life responds with more support. When you speak words of openness, life responds with more opportunities. The vibration you choose in your mind becomes the vibration life uses to shape your experiences. And I want to emphasize this. Manifestation is not about pretending. It is not about denying your feelings or ignoring your pain. It is about gently shifting toward a thought that feels a little lighter, a little kinder, a little more possible. It can be as simple as moving from "nothing works out for me" to "maybe things are shifting." From "I'm unlucky" to "good things could find me." From "I'm scared" to "I'm willing to feel safer." That willingness, even the smallest willingness, is enough to begin the transformation. Now, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine that the universe is standing beside you, smiling softly, saying, "Tell me what you want me to say yes to." Doesn't that feel empowering? Doesn't that feel loving? This is why I often say, choose your thoughts as carefully as you choose your clothes, because your thoughts are the energy you wear all day long. When you dress your mind in love, beauty, kindness, and possibility, life treats you accordingly. It opens doors. It moves mountains. It surprises you in the sweetest ways. And darling, you don't have to get it perfect. You don't have to think positively every moment. You don't have to be enlightened or aligned all the time. You simply need to choose again when you notice yourself drifting. You simply need to soften. You simply need to return to the truth that feels good. Manifestation isn't a performance, it's a practice, and you are allowed to practice. In fact, let me offer you a little reminder I've said for decades. The point of power is always in the present moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not someday when you feel more ready, right here, right now. This moment is your doorway. This moment is your wand. This moment is where new beginnings are born. And I am so delighted to walk through this doorway with you. Now that you understand how the universe listens, responds, mirrors, and supports, we can go even deeper into the next part of this journey, where I'll show you how to shape your inner world so that the outer world has no choice but to follow. I really want you to hear me softly right now, because when I speak about manifestation, I am not speaking about forcing or pushing or begging the universe. I am speaking about returning to a loving inner state and allowing life to meet you there. I learned a long time ago that we don't manifest with fear, and we don't manifest with pressure. We manifest with softness, with truth, with emotional honesty, with the willingness to become who we were always meant to be. And so, as we step into this next part together, I want you to breathe with me just a little. One soft inhale, one gentle exhale, and simply notice that your body is already settling, your mind is already opening, and your heart is already listening. You see, my darling, manifestation is not something you achieve. Manifestation is something you remember. You remember that you are powerful. You remember that you are worthy. You remember that the universe responds not to your desperation, but to your vibration. And that is why this part is so important. Because now we begin living in the state of the wish fulfilled, not thinking about it, not hoping for it, not waiting for it, living in it, feeling from it, acting from it, speaking from it, becoming the version of you who already has it. Because in truth, that version already exists inside you. When I say, I already am who I am becoming, I am not pretending. I am remembering. I am aligning. I am returning to the version of me that life has been waiting for all along. And when you speak this affirmation, when you whisper it to yourself in the morning, when you breathe it before sleep, when you hold it softly inside your chest, something for me shifts. You step out of the vibration of longing and into the vibration of belonging. You stop chasing and start receiving. You stop doubting and start allowing. You stop asking, when will it come? And start saying, it's already here in me. And that shift, that simple shift, changes everything. The universe does not respond to your words, it responds to your state. You manifest not by trying harder, but by being differently. So let me speak to you gently about your emotional world, because your emotions are not an inconvenience. They are your compass. They tell you exactly when you are aligned and when you are not. They tell you when you are moving toward your dreams and when you are moving away from them. Every emotion you feel is a messenger. Every emotion you feel is information. And every emotion you feel is shaping your future. This is why I often say softly but firmly, choose feelings that create your future. Because feelings create your magnetism. Feelings are your vibration. Feelings are the fuel. If you want to attract love, you must feel loving. If you want to attract abundance, you must feel abundant. If you want to attract peace, you must feel peaceful. Not 24 hours a day, not perfectly, not without human moments, but consistently enough that the universe can feel your signal. So ask yourself right now, without judgment, without fear, without self-criticism, what feelings am I choosing today? Am I choosing worry? Am I choosing doubt? Am I choosing self-attack? Or am I choosing softness? Am I choosing belief? Am I choosing the gentle confidence that says, life loves me and I love life? The moment you choose a better feeling, even a slightly better one, your entire energy field shifts. The moment you choose a new vibration, the universe rearranges itself to match you. It happens quietly. It happens subtly. It happens in whispers, not in shouts, but it happens. And this is why I want you to understand something many people forget. You do not manifest with force. You manifest with emotion. Now let's go deeper, because I want you to feel how simple this can be. Visualizing is not about forcing an image. It is not about concentrating until your forehead hurts. It is not about repetition without feeling. Visualization is the language of the heart, not the language of the mind. When you visualize, you are not trying to make it real. You are remembering that it is already real in the energetic world. You are remembering your future. You are remembering your power. You are remembering what your soul has already chosen. So when you visualize, do it gently. Do it lovingly. Do it the way a child imagines something beautiful, with joy, with innocence, with curiosity. Close your eyes and see it softly. Feel it lightly. Allow it naturally. Don't grip the image. Let it float. Don't force the emotion. Let it bloom. Don't pressure yourself to see every detail. Let the universe paint the picture with you. The moment you add love to your vision, the moment you breathe joy into your imagining, the moment you let light fill the image in your mind, the universe begins shaping reality around it. This is why I often say, what I imagine with love becomes my reality, because the universe responds to love. The universe expands with love. The universe opens with love. Manifestation does not happen from the head. Manifestation happens from the heart. Let me show you how this works in real life. Imagine you want a new job. You can say the affirmation 100 times. You can write it down 50 times. But if your emotional vibration is, I'm scared, I'm not good enough, what if nothing changes? What if I fail? Then the vibration is mixed, unclear, and the universe simply mirrors your confusion. But if you gently shift your inner state to, I already am someone the world needs. I already am someone life supports. I already am someone who is worthy of good opportunities. Your vibration becomes steady, and the universe finally knows what to deliver. Manifestation is not about controlling life. It is about matching life. And so I want you to begin practicing something very healing. Act from the version of you who already has what you desire. How does that version sit? How does that version speak? How does that version breathe? How does that version make decisions? When you tune into that identity, even for 1 minute, you begin pulling your manifestation into the now. You collapse the distance between one day and today. This is not pretending. This is alignment. This is vibration. This is the law of attraction made beautifully simple. And as you do this, remember that every loving thought is a seed. Every peaceful feeling is a signal. Every joyful moment is a magnet. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be enlightened. You don't need to be positive 100% of the time. You only need to be open to the idea that life can support you. Open to the idea that you deserve good things. Open to the idea that your desires matter. Open to the idea that the universe is not against you, but for you. I want you to sit with this truth. Life is always saying yes to your vibration. If you whisper fear, life whispers fear back. If you whisper doubt, life echoes doubt. But if you whisper love, if you whisper joy, if you whisper gratitude, if you whisper the soft but powerful belief that says, everything I need comes to me easily and effortlessly, life rushes forward with all the pathways, all the ideas, all the opportunities you weren't able to see before. Your job is not to struggle. Your job is not to push. Your job is not to chase. Your job is to align. Your job is to allow. Your job is to feel. When you feel the wish fulfilled, the universe fulfills the wish. When you feel worthy, reality reorganizes around your worthiness. When you feel loving, life becomes loving. When you feel supported, support arrives. It must. It cannot do otherwise. The universe is precise, mathematical, vibrational, and deeply loving. So as we close this part, let me leave you gently with this opening into the next section. Manifestation is not about asking life to change. Manifestation is about becoming the version of you who no longer blocks what is already yours. And the next step on this journey is learning how to embody that version in your daily emotional state. Let's walk into that together. So what did this experience teach me personally? It taught me something I now repeat to thousands of people all over the world. You cannot hold your dreams with a clenched fist. You cannot receive while you are tightening, resisting, controlling, and demanding that life arrive exactly the way you want it to. My darling, manifestation is not a war between you and the universe. Manifestation is cooperation. It is harmony. It is softness. It is a dance where you let life lead sometimes. And this is why I want to talk to you about letting go. The real letting go. The kind that doesn't mean giving up, but giving life a chance to surprise you in ways even better than what you asked for. When I look back at my own journey, I smile at all the years I tried to push and push and push my desires out into the world. I thought effort alone could force a door open. I thought stress meant progress. I thought tightening meant control. But every time I forced something, it slipped further away. And every time I softened, it came closer. That's when I realized this truth deeply. I relax and trust that everything is unfolding for my highest good. This affirmation is not passive. It is powerful. It is a declaration that you are willing to stop wrestling with life, stop arguing with timing, stop begging, and instead choose trust. And trust is not thinking something nice. Trust is a vibration. You feel it in your breath, in your shoulders, in the way your heart stops racing and your mind stops jumping. Letting go does not mean you stop caring about what you desire. Letting go means you stop trying to force the universe to use your preferred path. You must remember this. Life has 1,000 doors while you're staring at one. Sometimes the door you're knocking on is too small for your destiny. Sometimes the route you think you want is nothing compared to the one life is preparing for you. And sometimes the delay is simply an energetic rearrangement. Pieces moving into place, solutions being formed, connections being aligned. My love, the universe is not ignoring you. It is organizing for you. Every time you cling, you're telling life you don't trust it. Every time you soften, you're saying, I am ready for this or something better. And that energy, that soft, allowing energy, is what turns manifestations into miracles. So take a breath with me. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Let your body know it does not have to fight to create a beautiful future. Let your mind know it does not need to solve everything today. Let your heart know that everything meant for you is already on the way. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful frequencies in the universe, gratitude. Sweetheart, gratitude is not a polite habit. Gratitude is alchemy. Gratitude is transformation. Gratitude changes your entire inner climate. When you choose gratitude, you raise your vibration faster than any technique I have ever taught. You shift from not enough to more than enough, from fear to faith, from tension to expansion. Gratitude does not ask you to pretend everything is perfect. Gratitude simply asks you to notice what is already working. The breath that moves through your body, what a miracle. The heart that beats without being asked, what grace. The moments of clarity, the moments of kindness, the moments of unexpected ease, all precious, all meaningful, all powerful. When you say, gratitude opens every door in my life, you are doing more than reciting words. You are turning the universe's key. You see, you cannot be grateful and fearful at the same time. These two states cannot coexist. Gratitude dissolves fear. Gratitude expands trust. Gratitude magnetizes blessings. And when you practice gratitude consistently, not only do you attract more good, you also begin to see the good that was always there. Your life did not suddenly improve. You simply became available to it. You stepped into the vibration where blessings can find you. Now we come to the most powerful state of manifestation I have ever taught, the I am identity. Because manifestation is not about asking, it is about becoming. You cannot manifest abundance while living in the identity of scarcity. You cannot manifest love while living in the identity of unworthiness. You cannot manifest peace while living as someone who expects chaos. Life does not respond to your wishes. It responds to your identity. This is why the words I am worthy, I am abundant, I am powerful are so life-changing. They do not just describe you, they create you. Every I am is a direction sent to your subconscious mind. Every I am is an instruction to your energy field. Every I am becomes a blueprint for your reality. And darling, you deserve to choose your blueprint consciously, lovingly, intentionally. Think of your identity as the soil in which your desires grow. If your soil is filled with old beliefs, I'm not enough, I don't deserve good things, things never work out for me, then even the best seeds will struggle. But when your identity shifts, your entire inner soil shifts. Suddenly your desires grow naturally, effortlessly, joyfully, because the inner environment now matches the outer results you want. I want you to understand this deeply. Your life can only rise to the level of the identity you choose, and you can choose a new identity today, right now, in this moment. You do not need to wait for confidence to arrive before calling yourself capable. You do not need to wait for money to arrive before calling yourself abundant. You do not need to wait for perfect healing to arrive before calling yourself whole. Identity does not follow results. Results follow identity. So let me ask you gently, who are you becoming? Who do you choose to be today? Not next month, not next year, today. Because today is where your power is. Today is where the shift happens. Today is where the new reality begins. And when you choose a new identity, repeatedly, lovingly, consistently, everything in your life rearranges itself to match that choice. This is why I want you to repeat these words with me, slowly and with feeling. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am powerful. Let those words settle into your heart. Let them echo through your cells. Let them paint a new future for you, a future aligned with the truth of who you really are. And as we move into the next part of this teaching, I want you to remember something essential. Manifestation is not about controlling life. It is about collaborating with life. Your thoughts create the blueprint. Your emotions fuel the vibration. Your identity sets the foundation. And your willingness to trust, truly trust, opens the door. When you understand these three principles, then you are ready for the next step of manifestation. The step where everything becomes easier, lighter, and infinitely more magical. Are you ready to continue, my love? So what did this experience teach me personally? It taught me something I now repeat to thousands of people all over the world. You cannot hold your dreams with a clenched fist. You cannot receive while you are tightening, resisting, controlling, and demanding that life arrive exactly the way you want it to. My darling, manifestation is not a war between you and the universe. Manifestation is cooperation. It is harmony. It is softness. It is a dance where you let life lead sometimes. And this is why I want to talk to you about letting go, the real letting go. The kind that doesn't mean giving up, but giving life a chance to surprise you in ways even better than what you asked for. When I look back at my own journey, I smile at all the years I tried to push and push and push my desires out into the world. I thought effort alone could force a door open. I thought stress meant progress. I thought tightening meant control. But every time I forced something, it slipped further away. And every time I softened, it came closer. That's when I realized this truth deeply. I relax and trust that everything is unfolding for my highest good. This affirmation is not passive. It is powerful. It is a declaration that you are willing to stop wrestling with life, stop arguing with timing, stop begging, and instead choose trust. And trust is not thinking something nice. Trust is a vibration. You feel it in your breath, in your shoulders, in the way your heart stops racing and your mind stops jumping. Letting go does not mean you stop caring about what you desire. Letting go means you stop trying to force the universe to use your preferred path. You must remember this. Life has 1,000 doors while you're staring at one. Sometimes the door you're knocking on is too small for your destiny. Sometimes the route you think you want is nothing compared to the one life is preparing for you. And sometimes the delay is simply an energetic rearrangement, pieces moving into place, solutions being formed, connections being aligned. My love, the universe is not ignoring you. It is organizing for you. Every time you cling, you're telling life you don't trust it. Every time you soften, you're saying, I am ready for this or something better. And that energy, that soft, allowing energy, is what turns manifestations into miracles. So take a breath with me. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Let your body know it does not have to fight to create a beautiful future. Let your mind know it does not need to solve everything today. Let your heart know that everything meant for you is already on the way. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful frequencies in the universe, gratitude. Sweetheart, gratitude is not a polite habit. Gratitude is alchemy. Gratitude is transformation. Gratitude changes your entire inner climate. When you choose gratitude, you raise your vibration faster than any technique I have ever taught. You shift from not enough to more than enough, from fear to faith, from tension to expansion. Gratitude does not ask you to pretend everything is perfect. Gratitude simply asks you to notice what is already working. The breath that moves through your body, what a miracle. The heart that beats without being asked. what grace. The moments of clarity, the moments of kindness, the moments of unexpected ease, all precious, all meaningful, all powerful. When you say gratitude opens every door in my life, you are doing more than reciting words. You are turning the universe's key. You see, you cannot be grateful and fearful at the same time. These two states cannot coexist. Gratitude dissolves fear. Gratitude expands trust. Gratitude magnetizes blessings. And when you practice gratitude consistently, not only do you attract more good, you also begin to see the good that was always there. Your life did not suddenly improve. You simply became available to it. You stepped into the vibration where blessings can find you. Now we come to the most powerful state of manifestation I have ever taught, the I am identity. Because manifestation is not about asking, it is about becoming. You cannot manifest abundance while living in the identity of scarcity. You cannot manifest love while living in the identity of unworthiness. You cannot manifest peace while living as someone who expects chaos. Life does not respond to your wishes. It responds to your identity. This is why the words, I am worthy, I am abundant, I am powerful, are so life-changing. They do not just describe you, they create you. Every I am is a direction sent to your subconscious mind. Every I am is an instruction to your energy field. Every I am becomes a blueprint for your reality. And darling, you deserve to choose your blueprint consciously, lovingly, intentionally. Think of your identity as the soil in which your desires grow. If your soil is filled with old beliefs, I'm not enough, I don't deserve good things, things never work out for me, then even the best seeds will struggle. But when your identity shifts, your entire inner soil shifts. Suddenly your desires grow naturally, effortlessly, joyfully, because the inner environment now matches the outer results you want. I want you to understand this deeply. Your life can only rise to the level of the identity you choose, and you can choose a new identity today, right now, in this moment. You do not need to wait for confidence to arrive before calling yourself capable. You do not need to wait for money to arrive before calling yourself abundant. You do not need to wait for perfect healing to arrive before calling yourself whole. Identity does not follow results. Results follow identity. So let me ask you gently, who are you becoming? Who do you choose to be today? Not next month, not next year, today. Because today is where your power is. Today is where the shift happens. Today is where the new reality begins. And when you choose a new identity, repeatedly, lovingly, consistently, everything in your life rearranges itself to match that choice. This is why I want you to repeat these words with me, slowly and with feeling. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am powerful. Let those words settle into your heart. Let them echo through your cells. Let them paint a new future for you, a future aligned with the truth of who you really are. And as we move into the next part of this teaching, I want you to remember something essential. Manifestation is not about controlling life. It is about collaborating with life. Your thoughts create the blueprint. Your emotions fuel the vibration. Your identity sets the foundation. And your willingness to trust, truly trust, opens the door. When you understand these three principles, then you are ready for the next step of manifestation, the step where everything becomes easier, lighter, and infinitely more magical. Are you ready to continue, my love? And so, my dear, as we continue this journey together, I want you to gently notice something powerful. Manifestation is not about waiting for proof. It is about becoming the proof. It is about standing in a new knowing, a new certainty, a new identity before anything in the outside world shifts. This is the essence of spiritual maturity. It took me many years to understand that life rearranges itself after you change your inner atmosphere, not before. The world follows you. Circumstances follow you. Evidence follows you. But you must lead. And this brings us into one of the most important lessons I have ever taught. Faith creates evidence. Evidence does not create faith. I saw this again and again as I worked with thousands of people. The people who healed were the ones willing to believe in the possibility of healing before the test results changed. The people who attracted prosperity were the ones who believed they were worthy before the money arrived. The people who found loving relationships were the ones who believed they were lovable before anyone else loved them. You see, life mirrors your inner conviction, not your inner doubt. Life responds to your certainty, not your wavering. Life says yes to whatever you say yes to within yourself. It's very simple. When you believe, you begin to see. When you doubt, you begin to fear. When you fear, you begin to contract. And when you contract, good cannot enter. So let me ask you gently, what are you willing to believe before you can see it? What are you willing to declare as true even while your outer world is still catching up? This is not pretending. This is not forcing. This is spiritual alignment, the act of living from your highest truth before it becomes physical truth. Remember, everything in your world was once a thought, just a small idea in the invisible realm. And so the invisible realm is where you must begin. Now, my dear, this brings us to the next concept that often surprises people. Removing the phrase, I hope. Hope sounds sweet on the surface, but energetically it carries a vibration of uncertainty, of doubt, of fragility. When you say, I hope, what you are really saying is, I don't know if life will support me. And yet life always supports you. Life is always on your side. Life is always guiding you. So when you say, I hope, you are speaking from a place far smaller than who you really are. You are speaking from the fearful child instead of the powerful creator within you. You are speaking from insecurity instead of knowing. And remember, my love, the universe responds to your state, not your words. So when you speak from hope, the universe hears uncertainty. When you speak from knowing, the universe hears confidence. When you speak from trust, the universe hears readiness. This is why I encourage you to replace I hope with I know. Say it with me softly. I know good things are coming to me now. Feel the difference. I hope is shaky. I know is grounded. I hope is waiting. I know is receiving. I hope is needy. I know is abundant. The moment you shift from hoping to knowing, you change your entire energetic field. You literally become a magnet for the experiences you desire. You stop chasing life, and life begins chasing you. You stop begging life, and life begins blessing you. You stop doubting life, and life begins delighting you. And now, we gently step into the final and perhaps most transformative teaching of this segment, releasing the word, I need. Oh, how often I have heard this from students. I need money, I need love, I need clarity, I need opportunities. And every time I hear it, I gently remind them that need is the energy of lack, and lack cannot attract abundance. Need pushes things away. Need tightens the body. Need activates fear. Need tells the universe that you are missing something. And the universe, always obedient, always literal, mirrors that back to you. When you say, I need, you create a vibration of desperation. Desperation is one of the lowest emotional frequencies, and nothing high frequency can attach to it. The universe backs away from desperation the way a river backs away from a dam. But when you shift from I need to I allow, or I receive, or I welcome, your entire life softens. Your entire body softens. Your entire energy field opens. And when you open, good flows. So let's shift together. Instead of saying, I need more money, try, money flows to me in delightful and unexpected ways. Instead of saying, I need someone to love me, try, I am surrounded by love, and loving people are drawn to me. Instead of saying, I need a breakthrough, try, breakthroughs are already happening and I welcome them now. Instead of saying, I need clarity, try, clarity reveals itself to me exactly when I am ready. Feel that? Feel how different those statements are? You move from contraction to expansion. You move from fear to trust. You move from lack to abundance. You move from craving to receiving. This is the energetic shift that allows manifestation to become effortless. Not because you are forcing life, but because you are aligning with life. Now, my love, I would like to guide you through a very soft practice. Something simple, something gentle, something deeply Louise. Place your hands on your heart for just a moment. Take a slow breath in and whisper to yourself, I am safe. I am supported. I am guided. Feel the warmth in your chest. Feel the quiet settling in your mind. Feel the openness returning to your energy. Now speak softly but clearly. I believe, therefore I see. Again. I believe, therefore I see. One more time. I believe, therefore I see. This is how you lock in the vibration of trust. Next, let's gently release the habits that block your manifestations. On your next inhale, imagine breathing in golden light. On your exhale, whisper, I release the need to control how blessings come. Inhale, golden light. Exhale, I trust the process. Inhale, openness. Exhale, I know I am worthy. Wonderful. And now let us soften the I hope energy. Take a breath in and gently say, I know life is working in my favor. Again, I know life is working in my favor. One more time, I know life is working in my favor. And now we soften the final barrier, the barrier of I need. Place one hand on your belly, one on your heart, and say with love, everything I desire is already finding its way to me. Once more, everything I desire is already finding its way to me. And finally, everything I desire is already finding its way to me. Feel how your body relaxes. Feel how your heart opens. Feel how your mind expands. This is the vibration of allowing. This is the vibration of alignment. This is the vibration of trust. And so as we move gently toward the closing of this section, remember, manifestation is not about begging the universe. It is about partnering with the universe. It is about matching the vibration of what you desire. It is about becoming the version of you who naturally receives the things you long for. And you do this not by effort, but by energy. Not by control, but by trust. Not by need, but by knowing. Not by hoping, but by believing. In the next part, my dear, we will go even deeper into how you can sustain this vibration, how you can live from your new identity long enough for your outer world to reflect it. But first, take this moment to hold the truth quietly in your heart. Life is always on your side, and when you align with that truth, everything becomes possible. You know, my dear, I've spent a lifetime observing one simple truth. The moment you stop arguing for your limitations, life begins to open. And the moment you stop saying, why isn't it here yet? And instead whisper, It's already on its way. The entire universe reorganizes itself on your behalf. I learned a very long time ago that complaining creates more to complain about, worrying creates more reasons to worry, and doubting your worth creates a world that mirrors that doubt back to you. And I also learned, with great joy, that the opposite is just as true. Every loving thought expands your life. Every gentle word heals your life. Every shift in identity transforms your life. So as we talk together today, I want you to imagine that we are sitting across from each other, warm tea in our hands, and I'm looking at you with the same loving certainty I've offered thousands of students. You can create anything you desire, not because you must hustle harder, but because you are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that shape the energy that creates the reality. When you stop complaining, my love, even just a little, you stop affirming that life is unfair. Complaining is not innocent. Complaining is a negative prayer. Every complaint is you telling the universe, please give me more of this energy. So when people say, why does everything bad keep happening to me? I want to gently smile and ask, what have you been affirming with your words? Words matter. Words shape vibration. Words activate the law of attraction. So today I invite you to begin choosing new words, softer words, supportive words. Instead of I'm always tired, try my energy is gently increasing. Instead of no one ever helps me, try life supports me in delightful and unexpected ways. Instead of I never get a break, try I deserve rest, and rest comes easily to me. Every time you choose a new sentence, you choose a new life. Every time you choose a loving word, you choose a loving reality. Your words are wands. Your voice is magic. Your speech is creation. And the universe listens to every syllable. You see, your identity is the soil from which every manifestation grows. Identity is destiny. And so many people try to change their future with the identity of their past. They try to attract abundance while still identifying as someone who struggles. They try to find love while still identifying as someone unworthy. They try to manifest confidence while still identifying as someone small. You cannot build a new house on the foundation of an old belief. When your identity changes, everything else must follow. And the beautiful thing is that identity does not shift through force. It shifts through repetition. When you tell yourself every morning, I am worthy, even if your mind resists, your cells begin to soften. When you repeat, I am ready, even if your past had doubts, your energy begins to rise. When you declare, I am successful, even if your bank account hasn't caught up yet, your vibration begins to signal a new reality. The law is simple, my dear. To change your life, you must first change who you believe you are. And that begins with choosing a new I am. So let me ask you gently, who are you becoming? Not who were you yesterday, not who were you in your childhood, not who they told you to be. Who are you now choosing to be? If you choose to be a person who receives abundance, then abundance comes. If you choose to be a person who is deeply loved, love finds you. If you choose to be a person who expects miracles, miracles line up at your door. Identity leads reality. Identity precedes manifestation. Identity calls the circumstances. And when you shift your identity, reality rearranges itself to stay consistent with your new self-concept. Your inner world is the blueprint. Your outer world is the construction. Change the blueprint. Choose again. And I want to remind you of something so tender, so empowering, so healing. You are the only thinker in your mind. No one else can decide your beliefs. No one else can decide your energy. No one else can decide your future. You are the gardener. You are the painter. You are the musician of your own vibration. And the universe, oh, the universe, is simply the echo. When you whisper, "I am worthy," the universe whispers back, "Yes, you are." When you say, "I am ready," the universe responds, "Let me show you why." Oh, when you declare, "Everything I desire is already on its way to me," the universe begins organizing people, opportunities, timing, and pathways to prove you right. Life listens. Life obeys the energy you offer. Life mirrors the story you tell. So let us talk about these affirmations at the end. Because affirmations are not just cute phrases. They are declarations of identity. They are invitations to the universe. They are instructions to your subconscious mind. And repetition carves pathways. Pathways become beliefs. Beliefs become vibration. And vibration becomes physical reality. So when you repeat these affirmations with me, repeat them not as wishes, but as truths you are stepping into. Repeat them with softness, gentleness, but also with certainty. Repeat them with the faith of someone who knows that what is meant for them cannot pass them by. Let us speak them together now. Everything I desire is already on its way to me. Everything I desire is already on its way to me. Everything I desire is already on its way to me. I am aligned with abundance, joy, and miracles. I am aligned with abundance, joy, and miracles. I am aligned with abundance, joy, and miracles. My life gets better and better every day. My life gets better and better every day. My life gets better and better every day. I am ready. I am worthy. I receive. I am ready. I am worthy. I receive. I am ready. I am worthy. I receive. And finally, my favorite, all is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. And as you speak these words, feel the energy around you soften. Feel your body relax. Feel your heart open. Feel your future shifting. Because you are no longer forcing, no longer doubting, no longer begging the universe to notice you. You are remembering your power. You are remembering your worth. You are remembering that manifestation is not something you chase. It is something you allow. And the moment you step into alignment, the moment you stop resisting, the moment you begin trusting, everything begins flowing toward you with ease. My dear one, before you go, I want to leave you with something gentle, something soft, something real, something I wish someone had told me when I was younger. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not running out of time. Life is not disappointed in you. Life is not keeping score. Life is not comparing you to anyone. Life is loving you forward, moment by moment, breath by breath, experience by experience. And even on the days when you forget this, life does not forget you. I want you to remember that you have done far more than you give yourself credit for. You have survived things your younger self never thought she could get through. You have carried weights that no one saw. You have continued to wake up even when the world felt heavy. That is strength. That is resilience. That is courage. And today I bless that courage inside you. I bless your heart, your mind, your path, your healing, your becoming. I bless the version of you that is learning, the version of you that is resting, the version of you that is rising. You are doing beautifully, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. And if you ever doubt that, I want you to pause and place your hand over your heart. Feel that steady rhythm. That is life saying, I still need you here. I still have plans for you. I still delight in you. You see, darling, The universe doesn't wait until you are perfect to support you. It supports you because you exist. It supports you because you are worthy. It supports you because you are part of this magnificent tapestry of energy, love, and creation. And you matter. Oh, how deeply you matter. So as you step back into your day, I want you to take these words with you. Life loves you. Life supports you. Life guides you. Say them softly. Let them bloom inside you. Let them become your truth. Because they are true. You are safe to hope again. You are safe to dream again. You are safe to believe again. And you are safe to receive all the good that has been waiting so patiently for you to say, yes. I bless your next step. I bless your next decision. I bless your next breath. I bless the home you are creating within yourself. And I bless the peace that is already forming in your body, like warm light settling into every cell. Before you leave, whisper this with me 3 times. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. And it is. I love you. Life loves you. And we are all walking this beautiful path together.